turned his hand to a wee bit of acting. And this, our first speaker was one of the producers of two of the shows that he started, I think maybe 3 actually. He'll tell you, he knows more. Please give your first speaker a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's Colin MacGregor. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Now, I hear a few murmurs going, who's he? I'm about to tell you, I'm a gay hairdresser. No, I'm joking. Now, my name's Colin MacGregor, and what we've just witnessed earlier with Chris on the screen, the opening song there, was actually the opening song of a show I wrote, produced and directed called The Wise Guys, that we took to Scotland, etc. These guys, Chris, Alan Walker and Eddie Dobie, took the show to the next level, right? And I really mean it now. If you bought the programme, I made sure in the back page there's a link if you want to see the whole Wise Guys show. There's a link there, it's on YouTube. By the way, have you all got a programme? And that was the start of my friendship with Chris. And in fact, he went on, as Ed said, to start on another show I was commissioned to write, produce and direct for the Muldoon City called Mistletoe and Divines. Now, I'm going to tell you the anecdote of how Chris became a wise guy, right? And also, in this anecdote, it'll tell you something I found out about Chris, about what's behind the man, right, the icon. And it was about 2005, I got a phone call. I used to be a singer, and I'm emphasising used to be, just in case you think I'm going to sing sit down. Right, and back in the days, I used to sing in places like the Parade Cabaret Restaurant in Denniston and Hamilton Palace. I was a resident there. And I went on a cruise ship to come home, and I was a big fan of Scottish music hall variety theatre. And I came home and I got this phone call. Can you come and sing at a charity do in Angels in Livingston this Sunday for women's breast cancer? The special guest speaker is Elaine T. Smith. I went, oh, yes, I'll certainly come along. Oh, just to let you know, you'll be singing with Christian. Wow, a hero. And there I was, going to do a show with Chris. Arrived there. If you remember the old Angels in Livingston, there was the pub bit, the bar, then you go through the door and they had tables and the kind of, well, it wasn't really a stage, up the top end. Anyway, Chris and I sat in there at the wee alcove where the window was, and he started asking me what I was doing, etc. And I said, I'm writing a show because I'm a big fan of Scottish music hall variety theatre, and I think we're missing characters from that genre since the days of Francine Josie, etc. And he said, tell me about it, and I told him. Anyway, he then turned and said, listen, there are going to be speeches. Obviously, Elaine's going to speak, and all that, there'll be a break before it. See after the wee break before when they're doing the speeches, can you bring them up, and can you hold the floor for about 30 minutes after that? I need to go. And I just, obviously, it's Christian. I went, yeah, okay. So, the speeches went, and I held the fort, and I held the fort, and I held the fort, and I held the fort. Now, back then, I didn't have a big repertoire. I had one song left, and I was sweating. And my song was, some people in here will last sing a lot of Neil Diamond songs, was Sweet Caroline. And I started it, and I really was petrified. And I started it, verse, chorus. Then, the second verse, I heard a voice singing. It was Chris. And then he came in through the door, walked right up, stood beside me, both of us sung the chorus and then the ending, etc., etc. Oh, huge round. Do you think we had rehearsed it? Really, honestly. So, show finished great. Went through to the pub area to talk about how it went, etc. And I said, Chris, can I ask you 2 questions? And he said, yeah, go ahead. I said, listen, see the show I'm writing, The Wise Guys? I've got 2 on board. I've got Alan Walker and Eddie Lowe. I said, would you like to be a 3rd wise guy? And he looked at me and said, I thought you would never ask. And that was it. Now, the second question, where did you go? Where did you bugger off to? You know, half sweat, he went, he said, I'll be honest with you, and this sums Chris up, right? He said, there's an old folks' home in the area, and they found out I'd be hearing nothings from the angels, and they asked me to come and sing 2 songs. That's, you know, what Chris was like, so that's where he was. Singing 2 songs on old folk home. Now, if any of you know all the story, have experienced things like this, Chris was well known for being fantastic with his fans. He would do anything for them. In fact, he very rarely said no. And he was known for going to, being invited to people's houses, just for some fan's birthday or whatever, or their mum's birthday, or to sing 2 songs. But to some of you out there that this has happened to, right? Give us a cheer if that's happened to you. He's came, he's had 2 songs, 2 hours later, he is still there, singing and performing for free. So there we go, that's my anecdote. So I would like to just end, personally, me, Chris, to me, you're an icon. You were a pleasure to work with, but most of all, you were a gentleman. Thank you.